Officer Spaglioni, finally you're alone. I was waiting for those people to leave. You and I have to have a discussion. I want all of your resources in place to have my soon-to-be ex-trollop wife, Gigi Pena, arrested for fraud and conspiracy and anything else you can possibly put on her as crimes.
Mr. Bothwell, I don't know exactly what you are rambling about, but your wife, Gigi, has not committed any crime. She gave birth to a child and she said it was yours, blah, blah, blah. It happens all the time. That doesn't mean we arrest her.
I want the FBI, the CIA, every bit of the U.S. military to find where she has gone. She has vanished into thin air.
Maybe you need to worry about getting your clothes from your wedding off and something else on your body and not be worrying about where your wife has gone to.
She is not my wife. At least she won't be. Very soon I'll be rid of her once and for all.
That sounds a little threatening to me.
I mean, as far as the marriage is concerned, it will be annulled. Now you need to get off your duff and do something about it.
Do you realize how ridiculous you sound? Listen, you can't have somebody arrested.
Yes, I can. There was fraud involved.
She could very easily say that there was a mistake and she thought you were the father of the child, but it turned out you weren't.
You don't understand. There was a DNA test conducted by this incompetent village's hospital, and I know that the results had to be switched. Because the child was supposed to be mine, the DNA test revealed it. That, Officer Spaglioni, in every country in the world, is called fraud, and she can be prosecuted.
You're going to have to find evidence that says and demonstrates that she did switch the paternity results. There is nothing I can do about it, and there's nothing I'm going to do about it.
You're going to let this incompetent staff, those ridiculous PLNs, and Dr. Reginald Snuggles get away with this? He was having an affair with her behind my back.
And you were having an affair behind her sister, Linda Pena's back. If I do recall from the grapevine, which I most recently have been listening to, you, Mr. Bothwell, may be the one that needs an attorney and needs to be worried about fraud.
What are you talking about? I haven't done a thing.
Oh, yes, you have. You have taken Miss Pena's livelihood, her plantation, through some sleazy measures and means. You have arranged to have that property put in the name of yours and your sister, Lady Rothschild's name.
It was signed over legitimately. She said I could have the money to help out with some financial issues. She'll be repaid, and at some point I will turn the property back over to her. But right now, it's not going to happen. I need the resources and the financing.
You did them in a very ridiculously illegal manner.
That is your opinion, officer. But the truth is, there is no crime that I've committed. And I will not be harassed. I thought you despised Reginald Snuggles for having that fling and getting your precious Karen Dingle pregnant.
He is not one of my favorite people, but that does not mean that he committed any kind of fraud. You saw the look on his face. He was just as shocked as anyone else when that baby came out and looked exactly like him.
Oh, it could all be theatrics, all histrionics drama, all pretense on all those people's parts, including my mother-in-law, Marguerite.
I can't speak for her or anyone that was in the room when Mrs. Bothwell gave birth, but you will have to go through the proper legal channels, and it won't be through me. If you want to find your wife, you better start looking on your own, because the resources of my police force will not be assisting.
I can't believe it. If anyone should be looking for the truth, it should be you.
You loathe this man. You could work with me. We could both work together and find out exactly how this happened at this hospital. How such a disgusting situation could be blown so out of proportion. You're the one that married the girl. And if it's not your child, which apparently it isn't, you will have to deal with it. And I can't think of anyone that deserves more annoyance and aggravation than the likes of you. All of you Yanks all seem to stick together. Well, it is not going to happen. She is not going to win, and I will destroy her if that's what it takes. She can't run away and leave the child with the child's father, and she certainly can't make a fool of me and the Bothwell name and try to destroy me with this scandal. I could care less about your problems and your scandals. If you need assistance, then hire an attorney, just like Ms. Pena is going to be doing, suing you for her plantation. I'm not talking about Gigi. I'm talking about Linda. Do you know where Linda is? Because if you do, I want to find her and talk to her. She is obviously spreading malicious gossip about me that is completely unfounded. Unfounded or not, I am not going to be getting involved with your ridiculous problems. Find your wife, deal with your problem, and if you think for a moment that fraud has been committed by this hospital, then you get your own legal counsel, which you're going to need to fight the charges from Miss Pena, Linda that is, and deal with it on your own. I will not be helping. Get an attorney, prove what you're saying, that DNA tests were tampered with. That's all I'm going to say. Good day, Mr. Bothwell. I have been in the village's hospital lounge long enough, and I'm going home. Should have known he wasn't going to help me. But I'm going to find Gigi, and I'm also going to deal with Linda. She is not going to badmouth me and say things that are so untrue about my wonderful family.